Hey everybody, it's Mike, and I'm broadcasting Sat Live. At least this is on the internet. We're at Loudoun Veg Fest, which is at the Old Stone School here in Hillsborough, Virginia. It's a historic town. If you've ever been here, it's an amazing day. I wish you could see the colors on the trees. It's perfect autumn day. It's gonna be highs in the 60s, full sun. I'm not here. Just bring sunglasses and a hat if you need. And long sleeves like I got, and your service is all 100% plant-based. And we're also going to give our talk to my wife Denise so that she can start to talk about for us. I'm going to have her say it, and I'm going to get the PowerPoint up on the screen, and you're going to learn about what we're doing as a nonprofit, a 501c3 in existence since 2014. And you're also going to learn about my book that I've released, Longevity Habits.
Okay, well, I'd like to thank everyone. Thanks for signing up. Just a few housekeeping things. They're building at the top of the stairs. Just follow the green signs, and there is a water fountain to fill a bottle if you brought one. And thank you. You just met my husband, Mike, from the board. He started this nonprofit back in 2014, and of the finances for it, I started out as the president of my condo association, IT, so I lead systems projects. So this is my fun weekend job. So a little bit about a plant-based diet.org, our animals and our planet. For people, we're focused on the health aspects. Diets can lower your risk for many factors like diabetes, heart disease, certain cancers. So we're focused on educating those benefits. You can read the chat to understand about some of those things, like I mentioned, cancer. For the animal, I borrowed this phrase from PETA: there is no humane way to kill an animal that doesn't. We eat plants and leave the animals alone, and these are very uncommon in America. That's not something that we worry about. The only take on a plant-based diet is B12. So for our planet, I'm sure you've heard from the recent study, impacts of climate change could be completely irreversible by 2030, according to the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. And 20 of the warmest years on past 22 years, and we're in the midst of the 6th mass extinction, poverty. So this is all stuff that prominent scientists have published in conservation science. So animal agriculture is a main forestation and methane gas emissions. So to lower your impact, if you just go plant-based, you can avoid a lot of these things. If you visit our website, you'll see the background on Mike, and we are on our panel, Dr. Nick Borja. You can learn more about it. We have a certified healthy vegan food certification. They apply for it on our website. There's like a nominal fee for it, and in return we'll promote. So there are the details. $25 a year, and you can use our logo on your menus or on your food. We will help you promote those. So you want to find healthy recipes, you can go to our website under what we do. Prepared food, there are links to sites where you can order already prepared food. It's very healthy. And if you'd rather cook yourself, we have links on our website to our favorite mac and cheese recipe is on there. It doesn't have any, it's still delicious. It has healthy vegan food already prepared. You can just order this online and they'll ship it to your house for my mom. So, what not to eat? So, you should eat if you want to be healthy, but here's some good examples of what you win. If you're looking at the fat percentage column on this slide, you can see that like meat, fish, eggs, dairy, all has, and it has cholesterol, a lot of saturated fat. Those are the things that you want to avoid if you want disease and diabetes. So I'll show you a couple of slides of things that, if you go to MyFitnessPal, I believe you can start with a free trial. You can just, and what we aim for is actually 80% carbohydrates, but not from things. You can get your carbohydrates from vegetables, and they actually won't make you fat. Read in the Atkins diet. You only need about 10% protein, even more than what a newborn baby needs. So you don't need a ton of it. And less than 10% fat. That's all. So 80, 10, 10. That's about what our diet looks like on a day-to-day basis. I want to see what a sample meal plan looks like for Mike and I. This is kind of hard to read with this font, but just to start, this is something that we ate in a typical day. Over here we have this. This looks like cantaloupe and some pineapple. We have grapes for a mid-morning snack. A smoothie. We have all kinds of frozen stuff like spinach, cherries, some dates to make, and
It's me, I'm here.
A banana to snack on. For lunch, salad and with peppers chopped up on it. And sometimes we'll throw a whole bag of no salt added crinkle cut fries or Whole Foods into the air fryer.
Yeah, and take a look. These are actual whole plant longevity, though. There's different ways to do the plant-based eating, but I'm going for absolute honey, so that's why we're eating this way.
Yeah, so we'll split that whole bag of crinkle cut fries and add any oil. And we cook them at 345 degrees because it increases your risk of creating acrylamides on your food, and that is a cancer.
350 or above. It's well. Did you mention my book yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, I have a book that is to 150. I'm 52. Denise is 51. So we're in our 50s, and if I think when you get to our age, anyway, we'll get to it. So.
Mm-hmm. So you probably make up of the macronutrients, but this follows the 80-10-10 diet: 10% fat, 10% protein, and this is what we feel good on.
Yeah.
One day, there's the pie chart. You can see that it's mostly carbs, and these kind of carbs. They're all from vegetables.
And actually, I'll tell you, I have to eat as much as I can. I'm just right in the middle of normal BMI. And if you eat this way, if you're really specific, you get to a point where you can eat as much as you want and just never have to worry about it.
It's true. We eat as much as we want. So that was day one. Day two, a whole watermelon up there.
Yeah, that's from Mom's down in Herndon. big. It had a giant organic. They're not in season now.
We do this great treat where Mike chops up an entire watermelon mix for a couple of seconds and makes a smoothie out of it.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys ever had that. It's the simplest thing. Organic, fully organic. So we get an organic watermelon, you just cut it up, put it in your blender, and just blend. No, you think it was a juice. It just blends the fiber. It's still in there, but it's blended.
Yeah, it's still. So what else do we have? We have our fruit for breakfast, a big smoothie for kale. There we have a large salad for dinner, snacking, and there's our big watermelon in the blender. And if you look at the pie chart, we're still 10% carbs, 10% fat, 10% protein, and we eat as much as we want. Day 3, this picture I took over this summer, but Rainier cherries were organic from Whole Foods. And we even splurge on some things like kafta chai tea latte that I had that day. And this is how the calories and protein, it still looks the same. 80% carbs, 10% fat, 10% protein. And here is a day 4. This one, we did a lot of cooking. You can see we make our own soy milk without any added oil or sugar, which you would tip soy milk.
Yeah, that's something I highly recommend that you do if you cook and you use plant milks, because number one, it's much less expensive, like Denise was saying. It also has only the ingredient. You can use the purest water. You can use just organic soybeans, like when we make soy milk. That's what we do. So if you go to the store and buy the milk, you'll find there's all other types of ingredients. You may never have looked at that label, so because the stuff you probably never heard of, and you don't really want that if you want to optimize your health.
15 cents, we can make a huge jug of soy milk, but it lasts us several days. In the upper left, we have some steel cut oats with blueberries and maple syrup, a baked potato with no butter or sour cream. Showing black pepper and some tahini is a real treat for us because it does have fat in it.
It's pretty high caloric density.
And we had spaghetti in there, also a salad. And if you look at the calories, goal was 1,300. My total here was 1,500. So this one went over a little bit because we usually don't eat, but still, we were not starving this day. And 1,500 calories is for a female.
Also, mostly whole plants too. The exception is the pasta, whole grain and fully organic. But whole grain is important.
Yeah. So even with the tea, higher on the fat side, but it's still mostly carbs, 10% protein.
Carbs aren't bad as long as they're whole plant carbs. When you start to process them into something that, which is what most food is nowadays, even the pasta, I think this is a food-like product, but it's organic and you're getting whole grain, whole wheat is what I mean. Like with rice, you want bread because it has more of the original plant in it.
Yeah. Did you mention Mike? You made this sauce.
The sauce I make myself. I love pasta and sauce, so I used to be able to find some oil and no or low sodium, but I cannot find it anywhere anymore. So I just make my own. Just crushed and tomato paste with very low sodium in it. Make sure you don't get all those either by them, and it takes no longer really than opening a can of stuff. Just got takes a little. It takes you got to heat it all up in the pan. That's all.
Yeah. So I threw those slides together. What we eat. It's
yes.
Not enough to just to tell someone to go on a plant-based diet.
But we eat. I'd say what nowadays we're eating like half raw foods. Again, this is if you want to optimize your health. There's many choices you can make, but we're trying to do. Like I said, we're over 50 now, so we're trying.
Exactly. So now and then, my articles from plant-based news like Veg News, and usually it has some sort. I would like to read this one in the future. Maybe it's kind of long, but there are steps if you avoid high-fat products and saturated, avoid
specifically
also
saturated fat. Saturated fat and fat in general have a number of circulatory system related diseases, which is Alzheimer's, which is type 2 diabetes. We can go on and on. I think all these things are related, believe it or not. Yes, animal products are bad. You shouldn't fat. Even if they say they're 2% milk, that's a whole other thing. We're not going to talk about that. Actually, paraphrase. But don't eat the high fat plant stuff either if you want to avoid these. And I know Alzheimer's and dementia, because you get old. Like I'm saying, like I have a book out called Live to 150. Does that mean every 120 or something? I don't think so. If you're doing it to the nth degree that we know, it's just that almost no one has done this. So the sooner you start, the better. It's reversible. Just don't eat the bottom line with this article right here.
Yeah. The title is Lifestyle Friendly Bet for Now Reducing Dementia Risk. So lifestyle isn't just diet. It's very important too. You should be getting 30 minutes a day of vigorous aerobic exercise.
We got plenty segments.
We started at 3 a.m.
3:30, I think, right?
Close enough. All right. On our website, we have a couple called Esselstyn. If you want to learn why you need to avoid oil in your diet, it's in olive oil.
Yeah, there's 2 videos. They're each like an hour or so of science behind that.
Yeah. So I'll let you watch those on your own. From the Southwest Florida Veg Fest that was just this past spring, Shannon Blair and her son Vegan Evan.
Chuck Carroll's going to be here. He's the keynote today at 1 p.m.
Maybe he'll bring those pants. They are a size 66 waist.
Those are big, yeah.
Lost a lot of weight by going on a plant-based diet. Was on our video wall at Southwest Florida.
Yeah, that's the thing. Since we have this equipment here, indoor quality presentations outside and fully outdoor events, you can still see what we're showing, and you can see it attacking the screen, like full on.
Yeah.
You can still see it. Okay, that's why we have to have this. And we can also do remote presentations like we have with Dr. Campbell and others. But everybody here is everyone, including us, of course.
Yeah.
We're here.
Fantastic. At the Charlotte County Veg Fest in March of 2020.
Yeah, you guys know who Dr. Greger is? Okay. Of course. I didn't know that I am actually older than Dr. Greger.
Yeah,
we
he
found
just
this out
turned
because
50.
52.
Amazing. All right. On our more events, you can go to this link, veganevents.info.
Yeah, either veganevents.info or plantbased events.info. Events.info is also our handle for Instagram.
There are some events that we had that you can see on veganevents.info.
Yeah, actually, because now when you go to veganevents.info or plantbased events.info, it should actually, I'm gonna check on that. Most of our Eventbrite calendar. So check us out on Eventbrite, and actually you can follow us on Eventbrite.
Yeah. We do 12 different veg fests, including this one.
The season, we're just starting back because they're all outdoor events. It's too hot in the summer to do it. So, but now this morning was great.
Yeah. And if you follow our baseddiet.org, you can see the events that we go to and vegan restaurants that we.
Plus, nowadays, we're doing our review and comment on the plant-based news. We're doing several videos a week. We just have recent articles on recent things that are related to the plant-based lifestyle, and those things that are. And we'll read the full article and give our comment and review about it.
Yeah. So if there's a comment on any of our videos.
Yeah, those are coming out every couple days, and we usually will do those outdoors because we do think you should be outdoors as much as you can, and you should also get your daily aerobic exercise, like 20 minutes while he's just reading the article, and we're walking around so you can see exactly what we're doing.
We do have a Facebook group, vegandc.org, and if you want to find a more specific health-specific group.
Yeah, this is about health optimization, right? Because vegan, again, you see the letters here. Vegan is all about a stance where you do not use animal products. Basically, you as far as practical and possible, animal products. So it's really only plants. And then this is super high-end health optimization, that kind of stuff. And of course, there's no animal products. Like the other extreme, I guess, is what I'm talking about.
Right. So for Fruitus, it's an intentional community that has permaculture. So if you're joining us there.
Yeah, did you guys may not even have heard of these intentional communities. Basically, it's these people who are of like mind. And in this case, it is people who want to live in the tropics, live around, and know what they're eating because they're not having to, you don't even know if something's organic. We don't know. I have no way to know. But if you grow your own food, you know exactly what you're growing, and you're around. You've got to be affordable, and it's got to be an area where you have like minds surrounding you. Because as I become like the 5 people you hang around with. I think you may know that already, and it applies to diet and lifestyles, especially. Communities give you the best of everything. They're very new, only the last few years. We're building a tiny house. I think you're going to show a picture.
I think I might have.
That's it, right there. That's the house we're building. It's almost done. It'll be done before the end of the year. You need to go to Terra Fruitus. They have a thing called Amazon Fruit Festival once a year in January, or you can be on Airbnb because it's a private community. But you will be able to spend like a week at this house, see who lives there, talk to them about why they're eating the food they are eating, why they're growing it, and you see how the whole community functions, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Every January they have it. It's in this place is in Ecuador, right? But it's in southeast is the Amazon rainforest. You're up at an elevation between 2,500 and 3,000 feet above sea level. There's life like you've never seen before if you haven't been to the Amazon. It's all kinds of plants, all kinds of animals.
Promo code if you want to check out the fruit festival in January, you can get $25 off each ticket.
Because we'll be there too. So you see it, hang out with us if you do the Amazon.
It's fun there. There's plenty of light and it's nice and warm, and you don't even need.
That's right. It's constant temperatures. It's basically like this is like what it is now is like the low, and then it goes up between every day.
Yeah.
And this is another community, right? Community in Ecuador.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, we have land available to that community. They're here.
Down at the bottom.
And this parcel is like 50 acres, I think.
Yeah.
And I think we're like what are they, like a little over an acre for a couple $1,000s. It's very, very, very inexpensive than you'd ever think.
It's cheap to buy a house there too, and it's cheap to grow your fruit there because you get it all. It
gets all the natural sunlight, all the natural rainfall. You don't need to irrigate. Life. That's and I talk about that in my book too, like all that.
The tropics. Yeah.
How would you know time? I don't have my watch is not functional. I can't read.
We have 9 minutes.
9 minutes.
Other nonprofit lifestylemedicine.love.
Yep. That one, if you go to whenever you buy something from Amazon, which I know everybody does, if you just click through our website, plantbaseddiet.org, Amazon Smiles, like we really appreciate it because prices are the same, and then that helps our nonprofit out.
Can I say what love stands for?
Top one and go back.
That's what I thought I did. It's the button.
You got it.
Love stands for local, organic, vegan eating.
Yeah, local. Or ever heard that? That's from Dr. Shailesh Rao, Climate Healers.
You can get some local, organic, vegan produce right over there at Shenandoah Valley Farm.
I think too, right?
Yeah, they don't use anything.
They're growing the real health food over there. Talk to Shenandoah Valley. Sell basically our certified healthy vegan food over there.
Yeah, everything is healthy. So that's one profit through Amazon Smiles. And or you can give with a link on
I at plantbaseddiet.org. It's on our shirt too. Click giving up here, and then you'll see just click on, and it takes you straight over to Amazon. That's all you have to do.
Plantbasedevents.info is our Instagram, and it updates on a daily basis with
yeah, we're always posting new content on there.
Restaurants, shopping.
Yeah, so if you need some encouragement, and then that's me. I'm a lifestyle nutritionist, nutrition coaching business for anybody that is interested, because it's psychological, I know, and it's very, very difficult at this point in time where we are right now to take all the concepts that we have in an optimal manner.
And you're not the only nutrition coach here today. There's one.
That's right. Sure. All right, this is the book, right? Okay, this is my new. It's free. Okay, it's all on video. It's all on our YouTube channel. If you go to livet.org, you'll arrive at our playlist, and you'll see that there's 152 videos. There's 150 chapters and 2 introductory chapters, and it's full of all these tips. And depending on how deep of a dive you want to take into this, basically, using lifestyle to optimize your health. The food is just, of course. If you go to chapter 42, that's the chapter on food. So there's chapter and stuff you've never even thought of before. Maybe that's why I have 150.
Did you talk about sleep hygiene?
Sleep? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sleep. That's why I took a nap yesterday during the day.
Okay. So we have merch. You can order them on our website, plantbaseddiet.org. Click the drop down.
Yeah, it says merch.
So, yeah, there's all kinds of stuff on there: sweatshirts, hoodies, bottles, yoga mats.
We use the water bottle.
Yeah, we do. Contact information if you'd like to sign up for our email list. You can just say plantbaseddiet.org@gmail.com. Put your events in the subject line, and we'll add you to our newsletter info tent over here behind me, and sign up on paper.
Yeah, that's right. You can sign up there. How we doing, don't we?
Yep, we're done 5 minutes early.
So if any of the things that you just let us know. If you guys have any questions, you can ask questions. Just raise your hand, ask a question right now. But like I said, I've ever even heard of before, like the intentional communities, like this book where I'm saying that you could possibly. And let me also let you know 2 things if you've never considered that type of a lifespan. Number one, ill for the last 50 years of your life or whatever, because no one's going to want to do that. Okay, I'm talking about, and the quantity of life is a benefit of living a high quality life. So it's a type of really not envisioned before. And like we said, we're over 50, so I see most people, and we've been to some funerals recently, but I hope to change that. And the hope, the knowledge that most of the habits that I discuss in the book are, if you do now, you don't wait too long. The body always wants to heal. The body will release in most cases, as long as you're doing the best that you can. That's why I have a book with 150 chapters, because it's the thing you've ever heard of. It's kind of complicated, you know. So I spent the last, and it's finally done, and it's free. So that's all I have. I want to queue up the next presentation.
No, I don't have anything. Does anyone have any questions?
Yeah, or requesting the shirts. You know, we're gonna run the other schedule, the slides, see who's speaking next. If you don't catch it here, go to our website, vegfest.org, and just click on presenters, even through your phone, and you'll see.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Once again, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out here today. And if you haven't noticed, Peaceful Fields St. Corner, John Netzel is there, and he has Toby the goat behind the tent there. Toby, he's really friendly. If you have any kids, they'd probably be interested in him too. And food trucks out here in the circle driveway. There's there's like a Smiling Tummy Tide is over there, and there's another one I can't remember the name, but you can see. Sure, you get around and visit everyone today. Okay.